Entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and business owners from around the world, you are tuned into the most trended business talk show globally, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with host, rockstar entrepreneur, and international business consultant Erica A. Murray. International business news, ways to improve your business, the international stiletto movement, and action item tips to implement into your business from successful entrepreneurs. All here to help your business go global. You have not experienced business talk until you've tuned into the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. International news, informative talk, every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Listen on AM/FM terrestrial radio, online, Spreaker, and expanding this month to iHeartRadio. Now it's time for this week's Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with your host, Erica A. Murray. It's time to be informed.
Hello, everyone. Today is November the 12th, 2015. I'm confident that all of my wonderful listeners are globe-trotting about and doing what entrepreneurs do. I'd like to welcome you to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show and iHeart Radio Station through the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. That's right. As usual, we have a lot in store for you. I just need to know one thing. Are you ready, entrepreneurs? Well, I hope so, because I'm going to deliver on my end. Today is going to be positive. Entrepreneurs, speak positive words about your business and the people who are employed where you are. Envision your workplace as a place of perfection, at least according to the written vision. Let your passion for what you do lead the way and allow others to follow you. We are all about growing businesses, and we need your passion plus the information we provide on UIBE Radio to assist you in reaching your target. That's right. Stay strong, entrepreneurs, in the vision of the company. 1 month remaining, ladies and gentlemen, before the end of the year. Woo! Has it been tough? If it has, that means you are doing something correct. You heard me. I don't care how it feels. You're doing something correct. Let's all agree to buckle down and go out with a bang. There is still 6 weeks left to do something amazing for your business profits. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that there are 224 million female entrepreneurs worldwide? Did you also know that they employ about 92 million people and contribute trillions of dollars to the economy? Interesting, right? Yeah, I thought so. In addition, small and medium-sized enterprises contribute trillions of dollars annually to the global economy, and the world absolutely cannot survive without them. That means you. Every time we get together, I encourage you to be overjoyed about your business, to be flexible and fluid in the game of business. Don't be a sideliner. You must play every quarter of the game. If you are just tuning in, hey, this is the right time. This is certainly the right place, and I'm the right voice to be listening to. This is Business Talk on Steroids. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. No one talks business the way we do, because we educate and motivate. That's right. We're here on the radio one more time to provide you with awesome content to improve your business, and the best part is that we do it all at no cost to you. Where can you get all of this? And it's free. All you have to do is be willing to be coachable, teachable, and trainable, as well as tune your ears to the words that are being spoken through the airwaves. By the way, have you encouraged someone to tune into the show today? Or to download past shows? Well, why don't you take a quick moment and text someone right now? Listen, have them to join the 9,000 other individuals who download our shows. Tell them to tune in to UIBE Radio and let them know that their business will be impacted in a positive manner. And if they are in a meeting, well, just send them the link to our iHeart Radio station. As usual, I'd like to stop the program for a moment and thank all of our amazing sponsors and advertisers for investing in the business owners and entrepreneurs who tune into this show. Well, without their sponsorship, you guys, we would not be here. That would be so horrible. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, my goodness. Free business consulting and connections out of the window. What a pity. And everything today, just remember that business owners and entrepreneurs are critical thinkers and solution developers. You can think on an exceptional level and establish a solution to any problem. You've already proven yourselves. After all, you're still in business. All I can tell you, entrepreneurs, is that you must continue to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs and, of course, positive people. Not everyone can understand the plight of entrepreneurs, so restrict your conversations to those who have experience or those who are on the same journey with you. Being an entrepreneur can sometimes be a grueling, lonely road. Get over it and keep it moving, all right? As always, I thank you for tuning in to UIBE Radio. We are the show that provides you with international news and informative talk at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on iHeartRadio and the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. I am your host, rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant, Dr. Erica A. Murray. If you're guessing what the A stands for in my name, well, it's simple. Today, that A means absolute. Today, I got up thinking I am complete and nothing is going to restrict me. I can even conjugate the word by saying I am absolutely going to be successful in all things. I absolutely will close every deal today. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No holds barred. Will you join me today, entrepreneurs, and take a position of being absolute? Once again, the A in my name today means absolute. But if you tune into this show every time we grace the airways, you know the A in my name means something different. Well, what will it be next time? You'll have to tune in to find out. Well, UIBE Radio is a huge proponent of encouraging and supporting the development of finances through entrepreneurship. We believe in assisting our listening audience in creating stable streams of income. That's right. At the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, we partner with so many type of preneurs who are on the move globally and impacting their communities through partnerships while adding jobs to the global economy. We also pride ourselves on keeping you informed about upcoming business events, conferences, and summits that are available to grow your business, as well as domestic and global opportunities for small and medium-sized enterprises. We are the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show because we provide tangible information that you can use to improve your business. Well, we desire for your business to be a household name internationally. If you are listening to this show and you want to be more active, in which we encourage you to be, you can call in at 646-652-2512, or you can text me by visiting 3ws.mwhyradio.com. Send a text live to the show by using hashtag UIBE. Once again, that's hashtag UIBE. Send me a message. You guys know I love to talk to you. Well, don't you forget that we are a top hit iHeartRadio station, and you can listen to us day and night. Thank you all so much for continuing to help us peak on iHeartRadio as a top hit show. Thanks to the best global listening audience on this earth. You guys are more than amazing. Guess what? If you are an internet listener, just know that we are doing our best to become a part of your local market soon. And when we do, you'll be able to convert to a terrestrial listener. That's right. I also appreciate you all so much for your connections on social media. I appreciate it. And of course, you sharing your voice with me. Just know that I love your comments and your feedback, and we will continue to bring you business content that you can use. Well, it's definitely time for us to start this show, and we're going to inform you guys of some amazing conferences, summits, or sessions that are available for your participation. That's right, your participation. I say it every time we get together. Remember, an investment in your intellect will pay you back in the future. So here's what's happening in your global conference news. The International Conference on Food Preservation and Packaging will be hosted in Atlanta, Georgia, March 31st through April the 1st, 2016. If you offer a product that requires packaging according to federal regulations, you want to be in this place to ensure you are meeting federal guidelines. Hey, visit 3ws.foodpreservation-packaging.conferenceseries.com for more information. In addition, the 5th International Conference and Exhibition on Natural and Alternative Medicine will take place June 6th through the 8th, 2016 in Beijing, China. If this is your area of business, hey, I suggest that you plan to attend this wonderful event. You can register online by going to 3ws.alternativemedicine.conferenceseries.com. com for more information. Well, in domestic conference news, look, listeners, I am always providing you with information from our partners at the SBA to help you strengthen your business. You can also find videos and even local events on your SBA now. So here are a few e-learning sessions that are available for you. Listen, these e-learning sessions are only 30 minutes. Block your schedule out, entrepreneurs. Look, the first one that they are offering is pricing models for a successful business. This course explains pricing models, how to price things, or pricing models that your business can adopt. Learn how to set prices, calculate the cost, assess your competitors, and much more. The next one that they're offering is competitive advantage. What sets you apart from your competition? Learn how to get a competitive advantage with this particular segment and course. Learn how to brand, study your competition, identify your customers and their preferences, and so much more. You got to be able to have the competitive advantage. All right, entrepreneurs, this is a big one. Patents, trademarks, and copyrights. What is intellectual property and how do you protect your ideas? This course will give you an overview of intellectual properties and explain how to protect them. Learn why you should protect your intellectual property. All of these sessions are about 30 minutes, so it's time for you again to time block your schedule and participate in these sessions. Also, SBA has a host of videos. The best ever are their 2-minute video segments. In addition, there are videos that answer most of the questions that entrepreneurs and business owners may ask. So if you're seeking to connect locally, well, SBA has you covered there as well. Listen, on their new platform, there are a host of opportunities in your local market for you to participate. On tomorrow, November the 13th, 2015, you can attend one of the following sessions. Listen, the Omaha Empowerment Breakfast from 7 a.m. Central Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. at the Regency Lodge, 909 South 107th Avenue, Omaha, Nebraska. The cost for you to attend this is $15. Omaha Premier Networking Event is a down-to-earth way for small business owners to network with each other and connect with larger businesses and agencies in the community. Now, if you're in Fitchburg, Wisconsin, you have the Small Business Symposium from 8 a.m. Central Standard Time to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time at the Promega Biopharmaceutical Technology Center, 5445 East Shore Parkway. The cost for attendance is $129. You'll get a continental breakfast, breaks, lunch. Hey, you'll encounter keynote speakers. There are 3 tracks with several sessions for you to choose from. You can get clarity on where you want to be. How do I want to get the word out? What tools will help me get there? There will be exhibitors with displays, networking opportunities, and much more. Hey, that's nothing to pay $129 for, entrepreneurs. Here is another amazing session, Business Essentials Fairs. This will be held at the Washington Group Plaza, 720 Park Boulevard, Central Plaza Building, Boise, Idaho. Just when you think nothing's happening in Idaho, they have a Business Essentials Fair. The time for this session is 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The cost is free. So if you are anywhere near Boise, Idaho, I suggest that you get down to free and enjoy the Business Essentials Fair. And ladies, I'd like for you to take advantage of the Women's Small Business Roundtable on tomorrow from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Women's Business Center of Kentucky, 811 South 2nd Street, Community Ventures Building, Louisville, Kentucky. This event is free. The topic they're discussing this month is taking your sales team to the next level. And if you're in business, you know sales matters. So ladies, if you're down there near Louisville, Kentucky, I suggest you get on over there and learn how to increase your sales performance. Once again, SBA is proving to be a resource center that is needed for entrepreneurs. It is so user-friendly and full of information to assist budding and existing entrepreneurs. Most of their sessions are free, if not all of them. Just keep on investing in yourselves, entrepreneurs. Take some time. Go to www.sba.gov to learn more about all of this information. The tabs for this will be found on their homepage. Remember, these are your tax dollars at work if you are in the U.S. So take advantage of free because you're definitely qualified to attend. Well, it's time for a break to cover the cost for this insanely awesome show, Business Talk on Steroids, with your favorite business host, Dr. Erica A. Murray. Thank you guys so much for continuing to listen to the Ultimate International Business Experience on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network, where you can listen live in over 10 cities in the U.S. on terrestrial AM or FM. In Tampa, Las Vegas, Macon, Lancaster, Boulder, Richmond, Kansas City, Seattle, and now Pittsburgh and Long Beach, California. You may also find us on over 20 different podcast stations on the web. And of course, we wouldn't be the network that we are if you couldn't find us on iTunes and iHeartRadio. I do think that it's time that you make me your favorite radio show on iHeart. I'm waiting for you to do it. I believe that it's the smart thing for any business owner to do. Of course I would, right? Remember, when it comes to helping you, we have you covered on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Just download the show and improve your business skills today. And by the way, let someone in on this big secret. Don't be selfish with the information you learn here today. We all have a responsibility to our countries. I want to remind you that your life should be a legacy in the making. So be cognizant of importing knowledge into someone today. By the way, don't you forget that the May We Help You Radio Broadcasting Network has an app that you can download for free in the App Store. Just search for MWHY Radio and tune into some remarkable information. Don't forget that you can ask me questions while I'm live on the air by going to www.mwhyradio.com and send a text to the show using hashtag UIBE. You may also dial into the show at 646-652-2512 and via Skype. Listen, don't be afraid. All questions are good questions. Yes, this is Business Talk on steroids. We take things to a new paradigm. For more information about this show, try it on down to www.uiberadio.com. We have ultimate respect for technology. That's why we make it easy for you to connect with us. Hey, don't you go anywhere. After the break, we'll dive into 3 steps to defining your space in 2015. Ensuring that you are in the right space at the right time is critically important in business. This can be impeded by if you don't have clear definitions. You can be impeded by if you don't have clear definitions of the space you are functioning. Unfortunately, most people don't take time to really define their space, which is unfortunate. I don't want this to be you. So grab some paper and pen, and we'll be right back to help you discover the 3 steps to defining your space.
Hi, I'm Rita Ricks, host of Spirit Journeys Radio, inviting you to our 3rd annual Burn on December 27th from 4 to 6 o'clock p.m. We'll work together to determine what person, place, or thing you must leave behind in 2015. You'll write your choices on a piece of paper and drop them in the fire so that you can enter the new year brand new. The cost is $10, and you can register at www.speaktoyourspirit.com. See you on December 27th.
If you're the parent of a child with behavioral challenges that has been suspended, expelled, or just not able to make it in a traditional school setting, there is an alternative. Call the Metropolitan Day School today. Licensed and accredited grades K through 12. Call 804-321-2595. Financial assistance and after-school programs are available. Let's turn this school year around right now at the Metropolitan Day School, where Eagles soar. Call Ms. Thomas today. 804-321-2595.
If you were designing the perfect dating site, what would you include? A private voice or video chat room? A private photo gallery and profile area? How about matches based on similar interests? And to keep it special, you could add profile blocking, no third-party intervention, spam protection, and even monthly drawings for great prizes, and more. That's exactly what you'll find at milesapart.dating. Visit milesapart.dating today and get a free 1-year membership while they last. That's milesapart.dating.
This is Benita of Off the Vine with Benita and Terracina. Join us every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the May We Help You Radio Network. Our show is simple. It is about wine, and wine is fun. Listen in and laugh with us. You'll never know, you just may learn something too. So grab your glass, you know that's the rule, and tune in for a most exciting hour. Hey, we're just 2 girls at work just waiting to wine up. Listen in on Fridays at 3 o'clock, right here on the May We Help You Radio Network. Off the Vine with Benita and Terracina. Something to whine about.
Okay, prior to the break, you all learned of some amazing conferences for 2016 and some great sessions to improve your skill set. One of the greatest is what's happening locally in your neck of the woods. I'm sorry. Learning is living. Entrepreneurs try to learn new things every day. I want you all to know that I believe in what you're doing as a business owner or entrepreneur. That's why I'm here on the radio bringing you international news and informative talk from some remarkable entrepreneurs and countries, of course. Also, if you missed the first segment of the show, remember you can download and or listen to this episode by going to iHeartRadio, search for Ultimate International Business Experience, and make us your favorite station. If that's too much, well, you may simply acquire the MWHY mobile app or just visit www.uiberadio.com. You have to know what's happening around the world, entrepreneurs. Well, let's get back to the show. It's time for ways to improve your business on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio show. Hopefully you've already gotten your paper and your pen. So get ready to be informed. Hey, if you change your mind, you will definitely change your business and your life for that matter. Let's listen and learn together. Listen closely. It's time to talk about ways that you may improve your business in 2015. Today, we're going to discuss 3 steps to defining your space. Entrepreneurs tend to be multifaceted people. We have varied interests, we have diverse skill sets, we have an insatiable drive to create and build. Most of us also are easily distracted. One of the most common mistakes people make when starting out, and no one's immune, is looking at your business as a highway. With a highway, you have multiple lanes, multiple streams of income. For a mature business, this is the goal. But when you're starting out and trying to establish yourself, build a positive reputation, and create a tribe, multiple lanes present confusion and dilute your effectiveness. At the onset, many are struck with scarcity thinking. If I say no to this, then I'm missing out. And we make decisions based on this thinking that isn't in our best interests. Choices based on scarcity and fear seldom make for good decisions. We are afraid to focus on one lane because if we do that, the other lanes will disappear or traffic will get so heavy that we'll lose our place. That's just not true. Don't think of these options as disappearing when you choose to focus. Think of them instead as lanes under construction while keeping your most traveled lane is always in working order. Just because you can drive in multiple lanes at the same time doesn't mean that you should. Besides, no one likes that swerving between lanes. Don't be the drunk driver. The first step in finding your niche, your space, is picking your lane. Your lane is your primary business stream. It's where the majority of your revenue originates. If you're a solopreneur and you do coaching, training, and speaking, those are 3 different lanes. If you are a small business and your profit centers are virtual products, subscription services, and physical products, those are your 3 lanes. Don't know what your main lane is? Do an income analysis. Businesses who don't try to build the highway all at one time and instead focus on paving one lane and doing it well tend to grow faster. Once you have one lane solid and operational, then start building another and let traffic merge in. If you have a whole highway under construction, nobody can travel on it. Get one lane operational. But if you really want to differentiate yourself, if you want to claim an area where only you can land, a lane is the start, but it's not enough. Screw the lane. Pick a parking spot. How do you create a parking spot? Well, examine what is your unique IP, intellectual property. Don't have any? Make it. What differentiates you from all other coaches? For example, traveling in that same lane. Find this, describe this, market this, own this. Here's an example of how, after trial and error, I found my parking spot and how following these 3 steps you can too. Step 1, pick your lane. As mentioned earlier, if you haven't already defined your lane, do an income analysis. The dynamic communicator was started with the focus of consulting. Consulting is their primary lane. However, there are a lot of people who claim to be business communication experts who are also consultants. Well, that's a traffic jam. You have to know your experience is different. Know that you have unique experiences that make you better for some companies than others. But you can't be scared to put those out there because you don't want to limit yourself. Scarcity thinking doesn't lead to success. Traveling down this lane was enabling this company to make a living, but not a lifestyle. Step number 2, define yourself. What are your differentiators, your unique skills and experiences that only you can claim? What can your clients and consumers get from you that nobody else can easily give them? What words do your customers use to describe you? Listen, start examining your most valuable skill sets, your unique experiences, and differentiators. The dynamic communicator developed hundreds of online classes and products. They built up profitable e-learning ventures for universities and for-profit businesses. They speak programming and engineering languages and can translate that into layperson's messaging. They helped analyze documents obtained from terrorist camp raids in order to reverse engineer how our country's counterterrorism efforts could break down communication processes. They co-authored a nationally recognized textbook on business communication. When they broke it down, communication, education, and technologies were their key strengths. Step number 3, locate your impact area. Determine where these experiences and skills are most valuable. Where can you make the most impact? What businesses or clients are best served? Remember, you can help a lot of different people, but that's a lane, not a parking spot. For their consulting firm, their skills that are most valuable are SaaS, software as a service, space, and technology with companies who are switching from on-premise to cloud-based solutions. In these cases, the end users are no longer using IT-based, but are cross-functional. They need different communication and education strategies in order to increase sales and usage adoption rates. They help navigate that change with dynamic communication strategy. That's their parking spot. Multiple people, multiple businesses can travel down the same lane, but only you can own your parking spot. A very warm and special thanks to Ms. Jill Skyfenbein and our partner Entrepreneur Magazine for sharing these insightful principles with us at the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, where we provide you with informative talk on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network and iHeartRadio at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Well, we really appreciate our partnership with Entrepreneur Magazine and the content that they provide to our listening audience. Take a moment to follow both Ms. Jill Skyfenbein and Entrepreneur Magazine on all social media platforms. This has been Rockstar Entrepreneur and International Business Consultant Dr. Erica A. Murray. Until next time, remember to improve your business daily and be informed. All right, I'm confident that you found this information helpful. I like that you tune into this show to increase your knowledge base. Knowledge can take you far. If you want to know how far, well, increase your knowledge base and see. That's right. Tuning into UIBE Radio on iHeart and the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network takes you to new heights. I encourage you to embrace this content and improve your business right now. Each time we get together, we make it easy by providing step-by-step information to help you get the job done. While making your business a better business is crucial, I really hope that you were able to write down the 3 steps to defining your space. But if you missed something, we don't want to leave you out. So you may trot on down to my iHeart Radio station to listen to the show again. Hey, and download that segment. That's right. You can find us on iTunes also and on over 20 different locations on the web. Just search for UIBE Radio or the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Take some time to visit www.uiberadio.com. Come on, listen, I implore you to join forces with us there There is strength in numbers. When at iHeartRadio, type in Ultimate International Business Experience, all one word, and you'll see us appear. On iTunes, just search on the podcast for Erica A. Murray or MWHY, and it's like magic. You can hear it again at your own pace. New content is always good, right? On UIBE Radio, we provide information that you can use in all aspects of your life. Just work the principle and you'll be successful. Well, if you need some more assistance with that, grab my book, CEO to the Power of You, and you can learn all about it. And guess what? I'll have a new tool for entrepreneurs before the end of the year. Yes, I will. Stay tuned for the release of my latest literary work, 90 Days to Conquering Your Market for Entrepreneurs. Hey, this is the Bible for entrepreneurs, and it will definitely help you to increase your profits. It's proven. Until it's released, why don't you check out the Entrepreneurs Must-read book list on UIBERadio.com. All right, well, it's time to do what we do again to pay the bills for this show that has reached top hit level on iHeartRadio. But before we go to break, I want to thank all of our listeners who are listening in every location in which this show is syndicated, but also to those who are currently listening abroad via internet. Thank you so much for your continued support. We really appreciate you all. Numbers matter. Of course, that is if you want to continue to hear this show live on air. If you want to listen to any of those clips, you can subscribe to my iHeartRadio station or iTunes. Hey, it's free, and we put all of this information out there everywhere so that you can listen and learn. We don't want you to have the stress of reading something else. Just plug us in while you are consuming your morning coffee, while you are on your daily jog, at the gym, or when you go to bed. Hey, all we ask you to do is listen. Also, I want you guys to know that I hear you and I'm tuned into the things that you like to help move your business forward. Again, I appreciate the sacrifice of many of you who are listening abroad because of the time zone differences, but yet week after week, you tune into this global show that brings you international news, informative talk at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on the best radio broadcast networks, the May We Help You Radio Broadcasting Network and iHeartRadio. We can't go to break without acknowledging those of you who are posting to Facebook, Twitter, and the various chat rooms. We are the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, and coming up after this break, we will bring you inspiration in our international stiletto movement. It's always inspiring to shed light on female entrepreneurs. It's all coming up right after this commercial break.
Brought to you by
On the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on May We Help You Radio Network.
So on the May We Help You Radio Network.
MWHY Radio Network.
May We Help You Radio.
On the May We Help You Radio Network.
Only on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network, the network that helps you.
Hi, I'm Rita Ricks, host of Spirit Journeys Radio, airing every Tuesday evening from 8 to 9 o'clock. We're talking this month about sharing your gifts. No, not the ones you purchase, but the ones you came to this planet with. Learn how to identify your gifts so that you can live a happier, more fulfilled life because you're living in and sharing your gifts. Join us so you can start this month to create a more abundant 2016. Welcome to the MWHY Radio Network.
Hi, this is rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant Erica A. Murray. Tune in to Simone Elbow, host of Ready for Change Radio on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. She has the strategies to move you from stuck to successful. And if I were you, I wouldn't dare miss it.
Have you ever pondered the true meaning of life? Why the world is filled with greed, evil, and corruption? Or if you could truly live forever? The answers to some of these questions are hidden in plain sight and are answered beyond a shadow of a doubt in the new book entitled Wake Up to the World's Best Kept Secrets. Some of the best kept secrets hidden in plain sight. These questions and much more are answered with irrefutable living proof, but more importantly, substantiated with profound biblical scriptural evidence used to support report these eye-opening truths, with a heavy focus on the current state and plight of the so-called African Americans and Black descendants of slaves scattered all around the world. This yet-to-be-released book will undoubtedly change his story as you know it. Wake Up to the World's Best-Kept Secrets will truly enlighten or re-educate the so-called African Americans and Black descendants of slaves scattered all around the world. To read this eye-opening first chapter, please visit SeventhDayPublishing.com.
You're listening to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with host Erica A. Murray. International news, informative talks, every Thursday. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. And once again, if you missed the first two segments, well, shame on you. But you know that I can have you uninformed, right? So you can hear this content again by visiting my iHeart radio station or acquiring the MWHY radio app. You may also join me on Google Plus because every week we post the segments of the show there for those of you who are connected to me. Moving along in our program, we are so happy about the next segment of our show. Oh, how we love to highlight what it is women are doing in business, and it's only because those beautiful and expensive stilettos are leaving footprints around the globe. Well, today in our International Stiletto segment, in light of Women's Entrepreneurship Day, which is November the 19th, 2015, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to look at how one man in particular views female entrepreneurs and why he explains that this is the era of women. That's right, this is the era of women. But before we share what he has to say about that, I'd like to remind you all that Women's Entrepreneurship Day 2015 is quickly approaching. Listen, ladies, do not forget about WED Day in New York, Women's Entrepreneurship Day at the United Nations in New York. The cost is $499. This is a great way to network. Also, WED is celebrated around the world from Saudi Arabia to Australia. Don't miss it. Will you be in attendance? Well, you should be, ladies. Remember, you're always welcome to call in and give your opinion about anything on our show. Feel free to dial in at 646-652-2512 to provide your insight and input to the show, or text the show using hashtag UIBE by going to 3Ws.MWHYradio.com and selecting the text option right on the home page. Also, take some time to visit us at 3Ws.UIBE Radio for all of the business happenings. Thanks to everyone who posts on my social media sites, their comments and ideas. And if you want to share your voice, just connect with me on social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter at Erica A. Murray. Instagram, I am Erica A. Murray, and LinkedIn, Erica A. Murray Global. Thank you so much for not only listening, but being involved in the show. Now, here is our International Stiletto boss, should I say, for this week. You will truly be inspired by what Mr. Jack Ma has to say. So you guys listen and tune in. Welcome to the International Stiletto Movement. Today, we're going to highlight Mr. Jack Ma and why he states that this is the era of women. Thank you so much, Mr. Jack Ma, for shining the light on female entrepreneurship. Well, Jack Ma popped up on CCTV program filmed in England and said some interesting things about how he views money and wealth. But on that same program, he also addressed other topics. In fact, he gave an entire keynote speech about women. Not all of what Ma says would pass for politically correct, but as he points out in his speech, Alibaba is probably the best tech company in the world when it comes to hiring and promoting women. So what does Jack Ma think? Here's our translation of his speech. I am here to talk about the issue of women. This issue, I think, is very interesting. Basically, all men are willing to talk about it, but not every man who talks about it can actually handle it well. England is a very great country. I was thinking about it on the way here. It's very rare that a country has a queen and a female prime minister at the same time. This country also has many amazing female scientists, thinkers, and authors. When I was studying English, there was a simple novel that was a must-read called Jane Eyre. From that to Harry Potter today, all women have made great contributions to England's history. After the first Industrial Revolution, Women in England went from wearing skirts to wearing pants, which was a big step forward. So I think that women is a very interesting topic, and one we're paying more and more attention to these days. I didn't used to pay attention to what kind of work our company was doing until last year, a month before IPO. An American reporter came to our office. While walking around, he asked, "How come there are so many women at your company?" I said, "Anything wrong?" "I hadn't realized this was some kind of issue," he said. "Out of all of the world's high-tech companies, I feel like there are a lot of women at Alibaba." I realized this was a real thing, so I went back and I asked my colleagues to investigate how many women our company had. At that time, the answer was 52%. Now it's 49% because we bought a few companies that have more men than women. 52% of our company is women. 35% of our management staff is women. 23% of our senior management is women. We've had a female CEO, a female chairman, a female CPO, CFO, etc. Our company also has a lot of female engineers and, of course, a lot of female PhDs. So what's the secret to Alibaba's success? Actually, I think one of our important secrets is that we have a lot of women. I'm not just saying that to please women. The facts bear out that we've got the highest percentage of women on staff at any major tech company. But as a CEO, I didn't think I needed to go promote the position of women. So when the reporter asked that question, I didn't really get it. What's wrong with that? Of our 18 founders, more than 1/3 are women. I think it's only right that the amount of men and women be roughly equal. Only then will everyone feel comfortable and innovation happens. As you know, of the 3 big technological revolutions humanity has had, the first started in England. It was embodied by muscle getting bigger and better. It released the physical strength of humans. What people were competing over back then was physical strength. The second tech revolution started in America, and it was about energy, making people longer lasting and increasing endurance. These 2 tech revolutions were all about the power of males. But this current technological revolution is an opening of humanity, intellect. It's about tech data and an opening of the brain. In terms of technology, intellect, and consciousness, men and women are equal. As everyone has seen in the past 30 to 50 years, because of technological advances and our great accumulation of knowledge, we've seen women go from being in the home to being in politics. You will find a lot of countries all over the world with female leaders. And there are a lot of female entrepreneurs across the world. This is not an accident because women actually do politics and entrepreneurship much better than men do. When out of 200 companies in the world, 80 to 100 have female leaders, and when the UN General Secretary is a woman, things will be a lot better. Somebody told me our company does service very well. Actually, what customer service wants to create is not service. It's to create an experience. Sometimes you can provide all kinds of services, and it's not as good as saying a single small thing. And when you're talking about experience, women do that much better than men. Women are most honest than men. For example, on our site, we have microloans for small businesses, and we found that women pay them off faster than men. Men are about 4 times more likely not to pay their loan back. Women are much better at taking care of others than men. In addition to taking care of themselves, women take care of their husband, father, mother, children, and work, etc. So women have greater patience than men. People say that in this era, we should help women and give them more opportunities. But I think that women should be helping men. If the last age was about a change in women, I think now we are in the era of women. I truly believe that. Remember, in a conventional world, you must do something unconventional to stand out. Thank you once again, Mr. Jack Ma, for acknowledging our value in our era, finally. Thank you to Tech in Asia for your contribution to our international stiletto movement on the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Women are certainly globetrotting and leaving their footprints in the sand around the world. Well, ladies, if you're doing something extraordinary and you want to be highlighted on our international stiletto movement, please send me a message at info@UIBE Radio, or you can email me from my iHeart radio station. Share what's happening with you, and we'll tell the world about it right here on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience. Once again, women are doing it bigger than ever, and they're leaving their footprints in the sand around the world. All right, this is definitely the era of women. You got to love that in light of Women's Entrepreneurship Day, which is on November the 19th, 2015. Ladies, you must celebrate. Get somewhere with other female entrepreneurs and embrace, encourage, and uplift one another. Wow, the era of women. Female entrepreneurs are certainly making their mark in the world. Ladies, today we are all international stiletto bosses. Just know this can be you, ladies and gents. So be motivated to do something unprecedented. Come on, be the trend that everyone's talking about. So what if people don't agree with it? So what if people don't see the vision? Stand for what you believe in, and let all of your obstacles be a driving force to reach beyond the stars. Do what it is that you do and be committed to it. Listen, when you tweet today, ladies, use the hashtag the era of women. That's right. Look, I love the next segment of our show because this is where we encourage you as a business owner to get up and do something remarkable and huge for your business. Today's action item segment is entitled 9 Habits of Profoundly Influential People. That's right, you heard me correctly. The power of influence, which is a skill. Entrepreneurs, how much influence do you have, and do you use it correctly? Each day provides us with opportunity to grow not only our businesses, but to grow as human beings. All right, for my avid listeners, by now you should have completed every task necessary so that you may focus on the 9 habits of profoundly influential people. It's time for you to put your telephone on D&D, minimize your email screen so that you won't be distracted, and activate your brain to focus on the information that's coming your way. Well, if it's your first time tuning in or you just joined the show, shame on you. Grab some pen and paper quickly and take notes, as we desire for you to implement the tips from this segment into your business and your life. Remember, your hard work does not have a price tag, but it's priceless. We challenge you to get up and do something different. Listen carefully to what's coming next. Today in our action item segment, we will discuss 9 habits of profoundly influential people. Influential people have a profound impact on everyone they encounter. Yet, they achieve this only because they exert so much influence inside on themselves. We see only their outside. We see them innovate, speak their mind, and propel themselves forward to bigger and better things. And yet, we're missing the best part, the confidence and wherewithal that make their influence possible and earned. It's a labor of love that influential people pursue behind the scenes every single day. And while what people are influenced by changes with the seasons, the unique habits of influential people remain constant. Their focused pursuit of excellence is driven by 9 habits that you can emulate and absorb until your influence expands. Number 1, they think for themselves. Influential people aren't buffeted by the latest trend or by public opinion. They form their opinions carefully based on the facts. They're more than willing to change their mind when the facts support it, but they aren't influenced by what other people think, only by what they know. Number 2, they are graciously disruptive. Influential people are never satisfied with the status quo. They're the ones who are constantly asking, what if and why not? They're not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, and they don't disrupt things for the sake of being disruptive. They do it to make things better. Number 3, they inspire conversation. When influential people speak, conversations spread like ripples in a pond, and those ripples are multi-directional. Influencers inspire everyone around them to explore new ideas and think differently about their work. Number 4, they leverage their networks. Influential people know how to make lasting connections. Not only do they know a lot of people, they get to know their connections. More importantly, they add value to everyone in their network. They share advice and know-how, and they make connections between people who should get to know each other. Number 5, they focus only on what really matters. Influential people aren't distracted by trivialities. They're able to cut through the static and clutter, focus on what matters, and point it out to everyone else. They speak only when they have something important to say, and they never bore people with idle banter. Number 6, they welcome disagreement. Influential people do not react emotionally and defensively to dissenting opinions. They welcome them. They're humble enough to know that they don't know everything and that someone else might see something they missed. And if that person is right, they embrace the idea wholeheartedly because they care more about the end result than being right. Number 7, they are proactive. Influential people don't wait for things like new ideas and new technologies to find them. They seek those things out. These early adopters always want to anticipate what's next. They're influential because they see what's coming, and they see what's coming because they're intentionally looking for it. They spread the word. Number 8, they respond rather than react. If someone criticizes an influential person for making a mistake, or if someone else makes a critical mistake, influential people don't react immediately and emotionally. They wait, they think, and then they deliver an appropriate response. Influential people know how important relationships are, and they won't let an emotional overreaction harm theirs. They also know that emotions are contagious, and overreacting has a negative influence on everyone around them. Number 9, they believe. Influential people always expect the best. They believe in their own power to achieve their dreams, and they believe others share that same power. They believe that nothing is out of reach, and that belief inspires those around them to stretch for their own goals. They firmly believe one person can change the world. To increase your influence, you need to freely share your skills and insights, and you must be passionate in your pursuit of a greater future. I want to thank Travis Bradbury and Forbes for contributing to the action item segment of this week's show. Take these tips and improve your business and your life. Well, if you believe that you have tips that our audience can use to improve them or their businesses, find out how you can be a part of this segment by sending me a message on my iHeart radio station or 3ws.uiberadio.com. You have been listening to rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant, Dr. Erica A. Murray on iHeart Radio. Until next time, listeners, be active with the action item tips from today. Well, there you have it, entrepreneurs and business owners from around the world. You heard it here on UIBE Radio. That's right, the ultimate international business experience radio show. Action item tips to becoming profoundly influential. Influence goes a long way, sometimes further than money, honey. I'm just saying. Try those tips and see what happens to your level of business success. Well, if you missed any portion of the 9 habits for profoundly influential people, let me restate the tips again because they are credible. Tip number 1, they think for themselves. Tip number 2, they are graciously disruptive. I love that. Tip number 3, they inspire conversation. What are you talking about, people? Tip number 4, they leverage networks. Hey, that's how you expand your business. Tip number 5, they focus on what really matters. Leave all the trivial stuff alone, people. Tip number 6, they welcome disagreement. That's right. Tip number 7, they are proactive as opposed to reactive. And tip number 8, they respond rather than react. Tip number 9, the final tips, they believe. Honey, what are you believing in about your business? Oh my goodness. Can we operate within the realm and within that realm, entrepreneurs and business owners? Look, we have to keep up with what's happening and increase our skill set. That's right. Increase your influence. Become profoundly influenced. Listen, you must harness the true essence of influence. Now, I challenge you to be active with the action item tips. It will change your business. The information you hear on this segment is free to you. Business owners are always talking about the lack of capital. Well, here is your opportunity to earn more. Hey, just use the tips. Join us next week to hear more action item tips for your business. Well, it's about time for us to separate until the next time. But before I part, I want to give you a thought from today from a Chinese proverb. They say behind an able man, there are always other able men. Wow, I only have one question for you. Do you acknowledge the other men behind you? Those who are partly responsible for you obtaining your success. Listen, nothing notable is ever conquered on a solo mission. Respect those whose shoulders you stand on. If they ever decide to move, well, you could fall. Be careful with that, huh? Just a little something to think about as you peruse through your day, entrepreneurs. You heard it here on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, where we keep you informed and up on your business game. Once again, don't forget to download the apps that keep you informed, iHeartRadio and the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Also, you have to visit the website that keeps you informed. That's 3Ws.UIBEradio.com. Now, what I'd like for you to do is to join both myself and the network on Facebook and Twitter to win prizes and services. Connect with me on social media to hear first to market items. Come on now, join me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, and Pinterest at Erica A. Murray. And Instagram, I am Erica A. Murray. Some interesting things happen on my social media platform. You could win something amazing. But how would you know if you're not connected? Remember, connecting is free, and as I've said it before, you are definitely qualified to participate in free. A lot of things are happening on my social media platform, but you will miss it if you're not connected to me via social media. The details for certain events will only be found on my social media platform. Listen, don't miss Wed Day Stilettopreneurs. It's happening around the globe. Why don't you connect the LinkedIn somewhere? Before I sign off, my mantra is always forward progression and upward mobility. If what you're doing in business isn't moving you forward and up, perhaps you should reevaluate what it is that you're doing. Until we meet again, focus on expanding your network, appreciating your current client base, and always business owners and entrepreneurs ask for referrals. These are all keys to turning a profit. You have been listening to UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. International news, informative talk at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this week's Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with Erica A. Murray. Listen back to the show anytime by downloading the May We Help You Radio broadcast app, going to iTunes, Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio, and 20 different podcast stations around the world. Don't forget to catch this syndicated show next week and every week on terrestrial radio in Tampa, Florida, Macon, Georgia, Las Vegas, Nevada, Boulder, Colorado, Richmond, Virginia, Kansas City, Missouri, Seattle, Washington, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and on iHeartRadio. We are here to help your business go global.